What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. It's your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get going on our video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, and go turn on your notifications so you can know when we drop our daily content. And if you got a breakdown or a prediction you'd like me to do for you, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. And our live shows are every Wednesday night and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. You can also catch me live with the Singing OG every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's go ahead and get it popping and get into our video. And today, bro, we're going to talk about how Gervonta Tank Davis versus Devin Haney can realistically be next, man. You know, and this conversation has really been heating up here on YouTube, man. So I got to thinking, did some research, because I believe no matter if you're a Devin Haney fan, or you a Tank Davis fan, or you a fan of both fighters like me, or you think Devin Haney gonna win, or you think Tank Davis gonna win, I think we can all agree that we would much rather see Devin Haney versus Gervonta Tank Davis over Devin Haney versus George Kambosos, or over Gervonta Tank Davis and any opponent that you can name, right? So it's been a lot of talk, right? You got Bill Haney, Devin Haney's father and manager, and you know, leader of Devin Haney Promotions, Devin Haney's promotion company. He's saying that they want the fight, right? And some things have come up to where suggestions have been made that Tank Davis should petition to become Devin Haney's mandatory in the WBA. Devin Haney, according to Bill Haney, is willing to drop all 4 of his belts to move up to 140 to get Kambosos out the way and fight Tank Davis at 140. A lot of these things, in my opinion, haven't really been too realistic. I'm gonna explain to you why, but there is a realistic way that this fight can happen next, bro, and we're gonna break it all down for you. So first and foremost, right, this notion that Devin Haney is going to drop all the belts and move up to fight Tank Davis, I don't think that's the play for Devin Haney. Number one, he shouldn't have to, right? He already made a huge sacrifice and went over there taking a deal that was less than and really not fair to him as a champion in order to make that fight happen. So to make a big fight and to have him have to drop all of his belts to do that, I don't think that's the play, right? So, and I don't think they should have to fight at 140. They're 135-pound fighters. It's a big fight. It's the biggest fight in the division. It should be for undisputed, bro. And there's a way that can happen, right? So I don't like that idea. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100% with y'all. I don't like that. And honestly, bro, I don't think Devin would be willing to do no shit like that. Now, Bill Haney has said he's willing to, but I ain't heard Devin say that shit. And I don't think he really will be. I don't think somebody that ran down on Lomachenko couldn't get the fight, ran down on Teofimo couldn't get the fight, ran down on Kambosos really couldn't get the fight, just got, you know, I don't want to call it lucky, but due to world circumstances, Kambosos ended up not being able to fight Lomachenko because Kambosos was signed to fight Lomachenko. But because Loma decided to stay in the Ukraine with everything they got going on with their war against Russia, he ended up falling back on Devin Haney. So someone that went through all of that, then finally got all the belts and become undisputed, I just don't believe that they're going to be willing to drop their belts. But I don't think he should have to. So forget whether or not he's willing. He shouldn't have to make this fight happen. There's a much better thing that they can do, right? And so now let's move to Tank Davis. Tank Davis talking about being a mandatory and shit. People saying that he should become the mandatory in the WBA. I don't believe that's the answer either, bro. That's not the answer to this puzzle either that we all trying to solve, all trying to put the pieces together and figure out what's the best way for this fight to happen. That's not the answer, because in the WBA, when you pursue the mandatory, you petition to be the mandatory, if you Gervonta Tank Davis, right? It's a 75-25 purse split in favor of Devin Haney, because Gervonta will be the challenger as the regular champion. Devin Haney is the super champion, defending champion. Tank Davis will be the mandatory person. So he would get a 25% purse split, and Devin Haney will get a 75% purse split, right? And the retort to that I've heard for people that are on this, Tank Davis need to do everything to make the fight happen. Devin Haney did it. Devin Haney took less than, so if Tank really want the smoke, he should petition to be the mandatory and go ahead and take less. Nah, bro. Devin Haney shouldn't have had to take less. So, and I was saying that when everybody was like, nah, bro, he going for undisputed. I'm like, bro, it's a bad deal. Some shit ain't worth it. That man taking less than he worth. He having to make all these concessions he shouldn't have to make. Forget all that, bro. At some point, you got to stand on principle. That's what I was telling y'all, bro. But he took the shit. You know what I'm saying? He went and he made history. He did that shit for his legacy. Same with Tank Davis, bro. It's hard work to sell out them arenas. It's hard work to become the starter that he is. Putting on the exciting performances that he's put on, bro. He shouldn't have to take less than his worth. And neither should Devin Haney. Just like Devin Haney shouldn't have to drop all the belts to make the fight happen, Tank Davis shouldn't have to take less than his worth. He should not have to take 25% of a purse split in a fight that we all know he the bigger star in, bro. And these are just facts. Like, he's the bigger star. He generates more revenue. I didn't say that fighters make more money fighting against Tank. It's a completely different story, bro. Because the zone was overpaying Devin Haney opponents because people didn't want to fight Devin Haney, right? But Tank Davis, when you talk about filling out a venue, people paying money in order to go watch you fight, to actually go to the fight, Tank Davis performs better than Devin Haney. Is not close. When you talk about pay-per-view, Tank Davis is the only one at 135 that's on pay-per-view. Not even close, right? So he shouldn't have to take 25% in a deal with Devin Haney. But here's how the fight can realistically happen, bro. Here's how it can realistically happen. Number one, Devin Haney and them, they got to get Kambosos out the picture, bro. And he shouldn't have to drop the belts to do that. Bob Arum's ass should step up. He should step up to the plate. And when he step up to the plate, he should pay Kambosos to step aside, bro. Figure out what it's going to cost for Kambosos to step aside. Figure out if it's a fight that he can take for some similar money to get out the way. What is he willing to do to step aside? Because I don't believe Kambosos really just won't smoke with Haney. I think he just don't want to miss out on that payday for that second fight. So if you can get him a similar payday fighting somebody else, or pay him some step aside money not to fight, and then let Devin Haney be free to go negotiate with Tank Davis. Because they can't negotiate for real. They can do all this popping shit on YouTube and shit that we all doing, but they can't really send paperwork back and forth yet. Because if Tank Davis start trying to negotiate with Devin Haney, knowing that Kambosos has declared his rematch clause, and Devin Haney ain't got rid of Kambosos yet, he ain't dropped the belts, which he shouldn't do, and he ain't paid Kambosos to step aside, Tank Davis could be liable to Kambosos. He could very well be liable to Kambosos simply because you can't negotiate with somebody knowing that they contractually obligated to somebody else. You can negotiate like they next fight, but Tank Davis can't try to step in and negotiate with Devin Haney knowing Devin Haney is supposed to fight Kambosos, bro. It don't work that way. Devin Haney and his team have to show that they can actually are free to negotiate and that they actually can fight Tank Davis next. It's called negotiating in good faith. Negotiating with someone while they already have something tied up, while they already have something that they're supposed to do next, that's not negotiating in good faith. So what needs to happen, bro, for us to really get this fight next, if we really all want it next, Bob Arum, Top Rank, or whether it's DHP, Devin Haney Promotions, you know, they got a co-promotion deal, whatever, somebody need to get Kambosos to step the hell aside, bro. And then Tank Davis and Devin Haney can negotiate in good faith and get the fight going. Because that way, Devin Haney wouldn't have to drop all the belts. All the belts could be on the line. Tank Davis wouldn't have to take a 25% purse split. They can negotiate something that's fair to both of them where they can both get the biggest bag of their career. Because make no mistake about it, it's a huge fight. And they both deserve to get paid handsomely for that shit. Because it's a huge risk for both fighters. So I just wanted to bring that to y'all, bro, as we continue this conversation. Trying to see what we can do to make sense of this shit, man, and put all the puzzle pieces together. But I'm telling y'all, Devin Haney dropping all the belts and moving up to 140, it's not the answer. At what point does that young man stop having to do all this extra shit It's time for the business of boxing to work for him. So, Bob Arum, Top Rank, do y'all job. Devin Haney, Tank Davis is way bigger. The fight fans want it way more. So get Kambosos the hell out the way. Because other than that, Devin Haney gonna have to honor that contract, bro. And he should honor that contract. He signed the shit he said he would do it. So if they can't get Kambosos to agree not to want the rematch, then he gotta go fight Kambosos and he's not available, bro. But he shouldn't be dropping belts, moving up and shit to get out of a contract. If y'all really want him out that contract, then Top Rank or ESPN or whomever, y'all need to pay to get that shit to step aside so you can get the bigger fight, which is Devin Haney and Tank Davis. So there you have it, man. That's my solution. That's the most realistic way, in my opinion, that this fight can really happen. Devin Haney got to get rid of Kambosos in some form or fashion. Option A, pay him to step aside. Option B, drop all the belts and move up to 140. Option B is a badass option. They got to get Kambosos to step aside so that they can negotiate with Gervonta Tank Davis in good faith to make the fight happen next. You got Bill Haney saying that they want it. You got Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis team saying that they want it. So it's time for the suits to get involved and make this shit happen. Get that man to step aside, shit. I just saw Tim Tszyu step aside like 2 times for Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano. No diss to Jermell Charlo, no diss to Brian Castano, but Devin Haney, Tank Davis is much bigger than that fight. So if the business of boxing can find a way to get Tim Tszyu to step aside, then shit, y'all should be able to find a way to get Kambosos' ass to step aside, bro. Pay that man some money. Guarantee him the winner next or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Do something like that, and then let's get the fight popping, bro. That's the answer in my opinion. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I believe Kambosos should be paid to step aside. Everything else is unrealistic and not practical in my opinion. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment down below, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications, and go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. For breakdowns and predictions, you can reach out to my email, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email. I appreciate y'all watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace, y'all.